When it comes to the bold and the beautiful, every fan has their own opinion, and Soap Hub is no different. For 5 days we sat and watched the good, the bad, and everything in between, and now we offer you a handy review, and a cheeky critique, of BB's week that was. The Bold and the Beautiful, a Critic's Week in Review OB&B, where to begin with you. We suppose that we should just take the rip the band-aid off approach and say it, you made the Vinnie Walker, Joe Cicero, storyline up as you went along. And please don't try and convince us otherwise. The entire tale, from the word go, was riddled with plot holes so glaringly obvious, and so gaping that you could drive that metaphorical truck clean through. How in the world could Vinnie have even possibly known where Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, was the night he died? How in the world could he have possibly known that it would be Liam driving his father's car? And how in the world did the video that Vinnie recorded make it to Thomas Forrester's, Matthew Atkinson, cell phone? It was clear that he was still filming when he made the suicidal leap in front of the oncoming vehicle. It was clear he was still filming when Bill Spencer, Don Diamond, and Liam got out of the car and checked on the person that had been hit. And we saw Bill pick up Vinnie's own phone and dig Vinnie's wallet out of his pants. So, who hit the send button, and when did they do it? And while we are on the subject of things not making any sense, let's talk about Justin Barber's, Aaron D. Spears, motivation. According to our villain, he helped Bill build up Spencer Publications into the Fortune 500 company that it is today over a period of 20 years, and yet, and correct us if we're wrong, Spencer Publications was already a thing, a company created decades earlier by Bill Spencer Sr. Now, perhaps what Justin, and the writer, was trying to say is that he'd helped Bill Jr. during the years that they'd worked at the New York branch of the company, but even that makes little sense when you really think about it. What would have made sense, and an incredible amount of sense at that, is if Justin had finally, after all these years, had an attack of conscience and decided to let Bill actually suffer for a crime that he committed. Ridge Forrester, Thorsten K., wasn't whistling Dixie when he bemoaned the fact that Bill had never had to atone for his past sins, including having him thrown from a helicopter and into an ocean. As a result of the fall, Ridge suffered severe brain damage, and, apparently heretofore unmentioned PTSD, and yet, Bill walked away scot-free. And the less said about his plan to murder a pregnant Amber Moore, the better. Another missed opportunity was for Justin to have imprisoned Thomas for his killing of Emma Barber, as well as his attempt to ensure Bill and Liam's freedom. Instead, this whole storyline has been nothing but a convoluted mess from start to finish. Further BB Critic's musings despite only last week pondering why she and gal pal Shauna Fulton, Denise Richards, had talked so openly about her affair with Carter Walton, Lawrence Son Victor, Quinn Fuller Forrester, Rena Sofer, proceed to talk openly with Carter about the affair that they had. Is it any wonder that Paris Buckingham, Diamond White, the in-the-know Forrester Creations employee, looked at the two with such disgust upon catching them together? Will Brooke Logan Forrester, Catherine Kelly Lang, ever be given another storyline that doesn't involve her either? Talking about Hoboken, Spencer's, Annika Noel, sex life, or B, complaining about Thomas? Finally, a quick rundown of this week's most shocking moments. Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, formerly the founding member of the Dollar Bill is Amazing fan club, actually conceded that her former lover wasn't actually a good person. Eric Forrester, John McCook, is caught at home, working remotely, in a full suit and tie. Is this the same renegade that once climbed out a window and onto a ledge to avoid being caught in his lover's room? And Liam manages to get a haircut in between frequent visits from friends and family. Who knew the Los Angeles Justice Center had an on-site barbershop? Hashtag the more you know. The Bold and the Beautiful, BB, airs weekdays on CBS. Check your local listings for airtimes. Ad block test, why?